Hello again. Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Valhelsia 3. So it has been a little bit since the last episode. You can see off there in the distance, we are just about to finish Warehouse 2. Actually, that's what I came over here, there we go. That's what I came over here to do, because sometimes whenever he tears down, or builds a new building or something like that, he loses the torches that were in there. But, whenever he requests his initial things, he thinks those torches are there. So I have to finish off those torches, and I have to go sleep real quick. Then I'll give you guys a little tour of what has changed. Just notice there's somebody complaining over here, and I'm not sure what they're complaining about. He needs an axe. Okay. I'll probably go grab some iron. But not as much has changed between last episode and this one as the episode prior, I don't guess. Mainly due to the amount of decorations that I had built in the last one. They get stuck so bad on these doors. Like, honestly, I'm about to put down, like, just pressure plates so that when they walk over it, it'll open both doors, because they're trying to open like one door, but it's not the door they're at. They get really confused on those double doors, it seems like. But anyways, let's take a look at some of the stuff that has changed since the last episode. So first up, I did get both of the deliverymen upgraded to a level 2. You can see not much changes. There's some barrels added and spruce on the roof, and it's not much, right? The university is done at this point. I love this ground that's going on here. The university is done. We're going to take a closer look at that in just a little bit, but you can see this is how it looks as a tier 1. It's super barren. Not much going on. There's like a random furnace, random crafting table, but overall it's pretty empty. Now if we come over here, this is where honestly I think the majority of my work was spent. I did, like I said, this is just about to be a rank 2. And these buildings are actually pretty similar on the inside, as you can see. But over here, I've done... This isn't completely done, but I have done some shaping up. And I can't really finish this out because it overlaps here, and he actually had it built one stair here, and then he tore it down. So he didn't like it very much. But you can see over here, I've built kind of a retaining wall that runs down along through here. Now, this is mostly all andesite. And I did put, you might be able to just see it on the map. Yeah, right here is actually just a little vine setup, so I can farm up vines for making mossy cobble and doing kind of the decorations. Most of this bamboo has string over the top of it. We are going to add a bit more greenery down through here, but this is where it's at the moment. So just kind of a little retaining wall built out of mainly andesite. I may change up a few things, but I played around in my test world for a while, and this is the one I ended up liking. I played around with like some doing some black down through here and different things. I may end up putting the polished andesite blocks here. I just was looking at that and I was like, it's kind of weird. So, I may change that. We'll see. Okay, he has finished the warehouse. Basically, he placed the torches. So, yay. And I did go ahead and I made our nether gate, like I said I was going to do. So, if we go up here, I put some extra birch fences here because it's not really intended for you to enter the nether gate on this side. It's intended to, this be like a crossway, and then you can come over and enter. So I did put a birch fence there to kind of block it. And these are going to connect together and then, road continue out or whatever. But over here, the pathway, this is where I spent a bit of time as well. It kind of comes down, and you can see I did a little bit of landscaping over here and brought the road around. So this area is starting to look a little bit better now. I'm not sure what he's complaining about. Oak planks and has influenza. Okay, cool. I'll get that in a second. Trying to show you guys something. I was going to work on kind of setting up the tree farm, and I may cut in a little bit and work on that, because that's something I'd like to do, so I can work on this area up here, but we'll see. We shall see. But you can see over here, this is what we've got over in this little area, and I'm thinking we are going to set up some benches and kind of some greenery and stuff back in here, and just some little benches to sit down in. So we kind of have all this like raised land around it, and then kind of this gate that runs through. I was kind of having some fun with varying height. Varying the height a little bit. And I wanted the nether gate kind of sticking up there. I think it looks kind of spiffy up there. That is the rank 2, but the rank 2 is super cheap. And I can answer the question about the banners now, because I believe it was last episode, maybe, that I mentioned. I wonder if the builder would do the banners himself, or if I was going to have to do them. He does do them himself. All he required for this was 8 black banners, and he took care of the rest. So that was kind of nifty, and that's actually where the decoration controller is kind of hidden down here. But yeah, I think that's the majority of what's changed. I'm going to go get some oak planks and a carrot and potatoes real quick. I guess they're just I guess they're just hanging out. He's got a backpack and she's got a little chest. That's kind of cool. I think they like each other. So our miner should be back running. And if you want to see, the miner has actually dug down super far. Let's see. He's down to Y33. Is the most recent mine level, like finished level. So it's possibly below Y30 at this point, maybe. By the way, these dirt blocks, these are because my guards like to play in fire. So I had to put these dirt blocks here. Because otherwise they stand here and they just jump around on it. And then eventually they'll come through. It's like they're trying to go through but they get stuck or something. Once we get it up to a tier 5, I'll figure out something to make it a little bit nicer. Okay, so let's pop over to the university because I'm actually super curious about the university and how this actually works. And I'm not sure if we're going to require a worker or not either. We are going to require a worker. And we need somebody with mana and knowledge. So I'm thinking we can either go 10 mana and 9 knowledge or 9 mana and 10 knowledge. I kind of like the idea of the 9 mana and 10 knowledge. So we're going to hire Dallery C. Atticock. I'm not sure where she lives at. I'm actually kind of curious because I've been managing. She looks like a little librarian. I'm assuming that she lives over in the tavern, so she's coming from this direction. I think that's where most of my homeless people are from. Wrong area. Yeah, she's from the tavern. Okay, that's fine. As long as she's not, like, from the mine. Though the mine house over there is where the miner and the delivery person work, is who I've got set up there at the moment. So I've been kind of manually managing my villagers. I like that, I think, more than just having them be automatic. So what does she actually do? There's no description here for this building, it seems. Oh, we have research branches for combat, civilian, and technology. So, these scale. Okay. Accuracy requires guard tower at least level 1, sleep less by 50%. That's what it does. Tactic training requires guard tower at least level 3, and it unlocks the barracks. Avoidance requires guard tower at least level 3 and unlocks shield usage. Okay, so apparently they don't even use the shields at the moment. Improved leather requires town hall at least level 1, armor durability by 10%. And then taunt requires guard tower at least level 1, unlocks night taunt mobs. Oh. Unlocks consume arrows, whatever that is. Wow. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay. Oh, it's about to be night. Days go by so fast. Mark, don't do it, Mark. Don't do it. I'm thinking I'm going to have to teleport him because he does that a lot of times, though. He gets stuck on roofs or, like, the guard towers. He'll get stuck way up top, on top of the roof there, so I end up having to recall him. So then we have civilian. Unlocks the hospital. It requires 1 carrot, apparently. Keen requires citizen at least level 3 and unlocks the library. requires citizen at least level 3. Probably the person that works here. First aid requires town hall at least level 1 and gives us health plus 2. Higher learning requires citizen at least level 3 and unlocks the school. And once again, a ton of stuff to research. And then we have technology. Biodegradable requires farmer at least level 3 and unlocks the composter. More scrolls requires enchanter at least level 3, unlocks more scroll recipes. Ooh, that could be really promising. Like if they can get us mending enchants, that'd be cool. Even though with the mods, we can pretty easily, I noticed something where we can get unbreakable in JEI there. Stone cake requires miner at least level 3, unlocks the stonemason, woodwork. It's lumberjack level 3 and gives us the sawmill. Hot requires miner 2 and unlocks the smeltery. And hitting iron requires miner at 3 and unlocks the blacksmith. And it looks like there's a lot of stuff in this one too. Okay, I want to unlock the hospital. My people are always sick and I hate it. And I just want to go ahead and just get the hospital unlocked. You can see right here I did have to shift the sheep just slightly. Of course that was last episode, but it's at the end of last episode. I know I was in a rush last episode. So if we come over civilian, if we do research, researchers have begun to investigate stamina. Okay. Oh wow, it takes an hour. And then there's 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, 16 hours, 32 hours. Regeneration by 200%. What? What? Oh my gosh. Cool. It's something I can do while I build though. Like, I kind of wish I would have done that sooner. I should have done that before I did all the work over here. This actually took a while. Okay, well, while that's researching, it's going to be a while before we can use that. Let's go ahead, let's make a flint and steel. And let's head up to the nether portal. I've got, I think, plenty of space, I feel like. So let's go ahead, and of course that's the size of the nether portal here. Let's go ahead and boom. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's pop in. Yeah, it's not super mobs in this pack, so I'm not going to worry too much about what we've got. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let's go ahead. We're going to make a waypoint for home, though I guess we do have that. I don't know. Ooh. Skeletons? Oh man. Alright, these guys are actually really good sources of leather though. But they are gonna be hitting us pretty hard. Yeah, there we go. Pork and leather. This isn't really a great place. It's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. Like, it could be a lot worse, but let's see if we can head up. There's what I actually want. I thought I made a stone pig, but maybe not. That's fine. We'll use the diamond one. We might see about getting some fortune, or at least just enchanting this today, because we are almost to level 30. But I'm gonna need a lot of books. I don't have the leather for that. I mean, I guess I could go out exploring and kill cows while I'm out and about. Like, usually whenever I find a crimson forest, it seems like it's really small, but this one is seemingly endless. Hey there, buddy. Alright, what if we go off... I need to heal. There we go. We might get a little bit of leather out of here too, so there is that. Let's actually grab some of this. Since I'm already wearing gold armor and everything. Alright, let me pop through. Let me go trade these in for gold. Because really, I think trading with piglins right now would not be a bad idea at all. I'm thinking they can do leather. I've been thinking I kind of want to, in a way, get into Astral Sorcery, like, quick. So that I can get Ritual up to keep mobs away. That would be kind of nice. Hey, buddy. Yeah, isn't that interesting? It's gold. What you got? What you got? Pretty awesome if they got, like, a bunch of leather. I got gravel. Man, they ain't giving me anything today. Yeah, I didn't get anything. No ender pearls, barely any leather. Okay, that's fine. Oh, hoo-hoo. I'll take that. Alright, so I was really hoping to get like a little bit more nether quartz. Oh god. Man, I started really high up though. No real way to get down. No, stop shooting at me. This will be a good place to hunt Enderman though. So there is that. Oh. Do the babies drop yeah, kill him. Kill him. I don't remember if the babies actually give their drops though, but they run away every time I... Yeah, see, they're not dropping anything, so I'm gonna leave them alone so they can grow up. I don't know. Like, all I see everywhere is Crimson Forest, so I guess... Okay, up there looks like regular nether, and then a basalt area past that. So... Yeah, I mean, honestly, by the time we finish up our trip in the nether, though, I might... Ah! No, there goes all my levels. No! Well, it's time to find out if this pack has grave mod. So, there's that. See, that's the silver lining. Because I don't honestly know if there's a grave mod in this pack or not. Or if I need to be in like a super rush to get back to my stuff. Yeah, it looks like... I don't know how to get it, though. I'm dead. I don't know how to get my stuff. How do I don't know. I really don't know. There we go. Got my stuff. You have to, like, punch it to death. Hey, I've got gold on. Right? No, I don't. Because it doesn't re-equip my stuff. I don't have my stuff. Oh, no. Ah! Okay. Let me, I'm gonna smelt up some gold so I can make just a gold boots or something, so they won't attack me. I was trying to get back to my stuff. I think the main reason I rushed in there is because I didn't know if there was a grave mod. Crimson Forest is actually a rough biome to start in. Of course, I didn't bother to make diamond armor. I'm wearing like a mixed match of like gold and iron, you know. It's not great whatsoever. Okay, so let's go back. Let me get my stuff. Now that I seem to know how to. Yeah. You guys kill it. Please don't, Please move. I don't want to hit you. Oh! Every time you punch it, you get back a few things. So that's why I didn't get my armor back. There we go. And it doesn't re-equip my lucky scarf, so worth noting. Like, the thing is, I don't want to go very far out because I'm not really well geared. I should probably just go back. Really, I just wanted to pop in and get a little bit of nether quartz, which I have done that. And now that I lost my almost 30 levels, I mean, I can mine it back up. It's not going to take me that long. Can I warp? Okay, warping also, it doesn't work cross-dimensionally. Now, I can, though, set up a waystone here, and it should work, so that I can warp back up out of here. So that's something that I might do. Oh. I want this. But yeah, realistically, I'm not really ready for the nether, like, personally and equipmentally. I mean, the nether's not that dangerous, but I'm literally wearing basically nothing at the moment. So I will probably wait. I got what I came for, really, and then a little bit more. So I think that's good for me. All right, so how's she doing? Like, is it like a real life hour? Doesn't bother me. Yeah. Wow. So realistically, if you wanted to get everything within this, it looks like you have to pick here. Regeneration by 10% or healing saturation limit plus negative 0.5. Not really sure what that does, to be honest. Apparently less is good. Unless it makes it so that you heal all the time. Or they do. I don't know. I don't know if... I think this is more like affecting them. Citizen cap plus 25. Citizen cap plus 50, plus 75, plus 175. Whoa! I don't even know what the base citizen cap is, but just 175 citizens is just like what? And I wonder if if I started another colony, if I have to share a citizen cap across the border, if it's different. Probably different, but okay. Well, we'll just take it one technology at a time, I suppose. But I tell you what we're going to do. We are going to do something that we really should have done a long time ago, but it is now time. I want to get southwest. And I notice they're getting like steadily stronger too. Like, I'm still only getting 4 of them, but they are seeming to get steadily stronger. Oh, there's the other one. I was like, oh, I hope he didn't run into the town and just start killing people. Yay! But I've noticed my villagers have a little tab in their, like, happiness tab. Or a little note in their happiness tab about no deaths from raids. And they're all, like, really happy about it because, like, nobody's died yet, I guess. Alright, so farm... I'm going to go ahead and do the 2-farm recipe real quick. My stuff, they're messing up all my stuff. I knew they were going to, it's just like, ugh. I need to get player housing so I actually have storage for me, but I don't mind, really I don't mind all the stuff being all over the place like that. Since, that's really just the, the delivery people's stuff anyways. Alright, so our farm, where do we want to set this up? I gotta see what they look like too. So, are these gonna be massive? No, they're gonna be pretty small. So, pretty reasonable size. So the level 5 Asian farm is like that. Now they're also gonna have to have a field too. So we build this building, then we build fields near it, and then they're gonna harvest and manage the nearby fields. So that's the Asian, the Acacia. Ooh, I like that. It's got like a silo and everything. The birch. Ooh. Okay, not crazy about that one. The cave, of course it is. Oh, this one actually is open. Oh, I like that, to be honest, because it's like a little mushroom farm. Oh, and it's already got a field built in. Interesting, the Asian one doesn't. Okay, the dark oak is like that. Okay. The fortress is like that. And the way the fields work is, let's see, it's been a little bit, but, oh wow, this is huge. But I feel like it's supposed to, I feel like that's supposed to be where the fields go, like there, up there, over there. So that's probably why it's a massive monster of a building. Medieval birch. Oh, it's got a windmill. I kind of feel like this is like one of the first buildings where I'm like, man, I wish the Asian one was better, because it's kind of bleh. But, I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but... it's like my least favorite of all of them. The dark oak. The oak has a windmill. And then I guess these are probably all the same, except that one is missing, like, most of its blocks. Spruce. Oh, look, it's the Mesa. Ugh. Oh, wow, the Nordic one is cool. Like, look at that. That's spiffy. Sandstone. Alright. The Space Wars is, of course, underground for their farms. The stone one. The True Dwarven. Oh, and it's got 2 fields there. So, oh, it's got more than that, actually. Yeah, it's got like 4 fields. The warped is like that. And the wooden one. Okay. So, of course, we're going to go with the Asian one. I'm kind of thinking, this won't be our only farm, of course. But this one, I'm kind of thinking of having it be... Yeah, and then I got space to run up. And then I'll have space to do that wall. Yeah, I think right here will be good. Because remember, this isn't the building that actually does the farming. This is just the building where the farmer calls home. So we're going to go ahead and build it right there. And then I need to make... I guess I need to make these. It's been a little bit since I set one of these up before. Oh, and let me get him started building this. Almost forgot. I've been doing upgrades, so like upgrades, you know, you don't have to come in here and say, you know, do it, because you're already in here saying do it. So let's get 3 fields. What we do is we place these down, and then I think, yeah, we can do up to a 5x5 in size. Or not, I'm sorry, not a 5x5, but a 9x9 in size. So basically just a standard, you know, kind of a standard field plot. So while he gets that done, I'm going to figure out exactly where we want our fields to be. Because I think they're just going to go around this. So, you know, maybe like one here, one back there, and one here. Or something to that effect. Also, I would, like, he's got everything. Look at that. Also, I'd like to take a look at upgrading this. So, I think most of the stuff is pretty straightforward and going to be really easy to pull off. I probably need to set up cocoa beans somewhere so I can actually farm those. But I think this is all. I can do quartz slabs now. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the builder as well. I'm going to put in a request. Of course, it won't be until he finishes the farm over there. Yeah, and now that we've got that, we could probably upgrade some of the other buildings. So I might look around, maybe the tree farm or something. We'll see. Maybe start pushing into some level 3 stuff at this point, perhaps. I don't know that these are going to be like 9x9 farms in each case. Probably, I'm kind of thinking the one next to this, which would be here. I might make it long and wide. So maybe come out like 2, 3, 4, 5. And then have it be like here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe shift it over. Because we'll have the road, the border, and then one more space to have, like, so our farm's not butted up right against it. So I'm thinking, like, this would be a field. So it's only going to be like a 5x9. So what I'm thinking is have the scarecrow setting here, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What in the world? Hey! Oh, that's not good. Okay, so I'm gonna put dirt there. I was worried he was gonna kill Mark, because Mark's like, he's my builder, you know? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna say eastward field opposite you. We're gonna set this to just 1. We only need it to come out 1 block. And then we're going to come out 2, 3. Yeah, 3 nearest to me. So that's the space that it's going to cover. And then what I'm going to do is just put in our water. So we'll hoe that out. And that out. So that'll be the size of the field. It's just this little, you know, this little patch here. Okay, he is done. Have a field day. Whew. Now he's probably going to go over there and start working on his builder. Okay, so the stuff that we definitely want to plant is going to be carrots, potatoes, and wheat, I think. That's the 3 fields that we're going to be setting up for this this farmer. I think they can have multiples. I think. Guess we'll find out, but let me go ahead and assign, let's see, it'll be athletics and stamina. Ooh, he's got a lot of athletics and stamina. Yeah, let's take Gunner G. Hammond. This building has a whole lot of nothing in it at the moment. So, place more fields, get me working. Yeah. So you can set this automatic. I went ahead and set it to manual. That way we can manually tell them which farms. And so if we, this one is the unused one. It says 9 meters southwest. It's going to be this one here. So then we can just say that one. And please define the seed you want me to grow by placing it in the scarecrow. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are... let me actually put some potatoes in here so he can... he'll already have them. I mean, I know he can request them because there's a few in the warehouse, but if we take this and we put it in right there, he's going to say, okay, time to work. And does he not need a tool for this? What are you requesting? Fertilizer, a hoe. Okay, he does need a hoe. I'm going to tell it, let's actually say we're not going to allow him to request fertilizer right now. Because you don't need it. I don't have a composter, and it would just be too big of a strain to just be sending all my bone meal over to him. And we'll put a fence around this and everything. And we will make some different looking farms also. But for right now, this one I just want it to be... This one's going to be more just flat fields around that, I think. I'm thinking that he will eventually plant it and even hoe the ground, but I was thinking, okay, now he's going to get to work. Just to cover up the water, I'm going to put down trapdoors. Like so. And I may change that dirt block over for spruce, I think. What is he complaining about now? He did plant those potatoes, though. He needs an axe. Okay, so what's he gonna do with that? Is that what he needs? That's what he needs to chop potatoes. And then he will replant them. He's not super fast about it, but he's gonna have 3 fields that he manages. So it's mainly just him doing a lot of thinking about what he's doing. But he's gonna do it quick enough, and I think he'll get faster as he gets more experience as well, and levels up and stuff. So I'm gonna get his other 3 fields laid out. This area is actually starting to look like something. For a while, it wasn't looking very great, but it's getting there, bit by bit. So, but yeah, so I'll be back here in a bit. Once I get these fields laid out, and I need to see what he needs. Okay, he needs a pickaxe. Okay, it has been a little bit since the last cut, and I did go ahead, upgrade this house up to a tier 3, and that's so that we can have our farmer living here as well. So we have the farmer, the miner, and the delivery person that lives on this side living in this house. And I got this upgrade to a tier 2 because I noticed it seems like you can only cover as many farms as the tier of the building. So naturally I'm going to want to get that upgraded to a tier 3, which is seemingly very doable. Every building that I've done either takes like 1 quartz block or 1 quartz slab. It's not, beyond that it's all super cheap stuff, taking some wheat and things to do this stuff. And over here he is managing right now the carrots and potatoes, and then once I get him up to a tier 3 he's going to manage this little wheat field that's over here. So that'll be his first 3 fields that he'll manage. And then I got this guard tower up to a tier 3, and that was kind of just because it's kind of a center point of the village. Of course, I got the builder up to a tier 3, and I did build a guard tower. It's not currently staffed with anybody. More than anything, it was basically just to increase our space here, to bring out the area that we can work in. So I did build a guard tower back there, and because we're going to need a lot of guards. And then I think it was after last cut I upgraded this, I believe. Sometimes they run together when I'm doing a lot of work on here, a lot of recording. But you can see that the university is upgraded. And we did finish, if we go over to, let's see, combat, I did research this, the improved leather. So we get the armor durability by 10%. That took an hour. And then we got the hospital, which took an hour. And I actually just queued up first aid, which is going to give us +2 to health. And that's why I've got hay bales on me at the moment. So we've got that stuff running, and I was editing footage, and I know we're getting pretty close to wrapping up point. So we're going to set up a couple things, and then we're going to end out this episode. So what we're going to do, first up, we're going to make ourselves a hospital. But let's go ahead and let's get ourselves a hospital. And we're going to take a look at this and see, and we're going to come over to the player housing in just a moment also. So that's why that's pulled up. So level 5 Acacia Hospital is like that. It's got a little sign here that says St. Macker's Hospital, rest and recuperate. Okay. Nothing crazy there. I'm not too crazy about it as a hospital, but I'm sure it would fit into the town fine. The Asian Hospital, surprisingly underwhelming. I'm impressed. But it's probably pretty accurate. Yeah, it's more like an infirmary type setup. Probably pretty accurate, though, I would say. Or I would imagine to like a feudal Japan type hospital, quote unquote. Then we have the Birch Hospital. Okay. That's kind of what I expected. The cave. Oh, wow. They actually have a little first aid wool on the cave. The dark oak. Oh, no, I like that, actually, quite a bit. Like a little medical tent over there, and the little first aid flag, and you see it's kind of flapping. I like that quite a bit. We have the fortress. Okay. I like that quite a bit. And then we have the fortress alternative. Okay. We have the jungle. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. The medieval birch and medieval oak, and that really does not change much. You can see it changes and adds some diorite or switches it out for andesite. But considering there's not a lot of wood on there, I guess there's probably not a whole lot to change between the wood types. Spruce like that. It does change the leaves out here. We have the Mesa, which looks like that. Okay. It's about like any other Mesa building, I guess. The Nordic. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. The sandstone. Okay. In my mind, before I made the hospital, I was expecting them to be bigger. You know what I mean? Though I think these are pretty accurate, I guess. That is the Space Wars Hospital. And that's one that I expected to be really big, honestly, was the Space Wars one. The Stone Hospital, the Warped Hospital, and the Wooden Hospital. Okay. The worst thing about the Asian one, we're going to go with the Asian one, but the worst thing is there's no indication from outside that this is anything beyond just a small building. You know, there's no first aid flag or anything. But that's fine. I'm not too worried about it, but that would be kind of cool if there was some kind of indication, you know, that this was something other than just a building. Now, as far as where we want to put the hospital, I tell you what, before we place out that, we're going to place one other building, because I do have kind of a general idea of where I want that to be. If we go over to decorations, and this thing is massive, by the way, so you can see this is the level 1 Asian housing. And you can go through, there's the tier 2, and there is the tier 3, which I absolutely love this building. Like, this is, if we need a filler for the town, this is like an awesome building for it. There's also the Bayou, which I actually love this one a lot. Like, I kind of wish there was some sort of like a Bayou building. I think we could probably adjust like something like oak or dark oak or something like that to fit a Bayou theme. But I absolutely love the Bayou one. The 1 isn't too crazy, but the 2, it starts looking pretty good. And then the 3, like, that is awesome. Like, and this would all, of course, just be grass and the water flowing through. I think that's a pretty good looking house. Now, I will say the rest of these I find to be absolutely atrocious, personally. I have kind of looked through these when I was looking through decorations. So Windy Hill is meant to be kind of like a hobbit house. And you can actually see if we turn it over, there's an entrance there, and I think, yeah, that's the only entrance. But the entrance is right there, but you see, like, I guess the wind is supposed to be blowing this tree, but it just, to me, it looks really goofy, the way that it's bent over like that. And then you can see the Windy Hill 2, Windy Hill 3, all they do is change down here is all of the impact. So it basically expands the Hobbit house. The house itself, I haven't actually looked to see kind of what it looks like on the inside. Okay, that's what it looks like on the inside. So not terrible, but not... It's also not like Lord of the Rings Hobbit level house either. It's just bland. I do find this building to be a bit atrocious, personally. Especially after seeing the inside. I thought, man, the inside's because that was the level 3. I was imagining like, oh man, the inside's probably immaculate though, but it's actually not all that interesting. And then there is the wooden 1, which looks like that. There is the wooden 2, which looks like that, and then the wooden 3, which I guess is an okay house, but when you compare it, I think, to that, it's very night and day. As far as quality goes. The Asian one just looks absolutely stunning. There would be a pathway that would run down through here, and then pretty steep steps that come down, because of course we do have the warehouse and the back doors back here. So I guess what we'll do, because this is going to come up, and it's going to be like one off from there, which isn't really a big deal, but we'll just kind of have the path kind of turn and come in right there, because I want just a little bit of space here between the guard tower and my house. So I think this should be fine, and that's going to have the guard tower sitting one higher, and we'll shape all this up and have the road that kind of runs down through here. I think that's going to work out. And the plan is this road is then going to come up a set of stairs and connect up over to this gate area. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set that, which that's going to show us, this is showing us the tier 3, which we're doing, of course, the tier 1. So I'm going to go ahead and set that to build. And then let's go ahead and set up the hospital. Here's kind of what I'm thinking. If we set it up back here, which of course is going to be kind of an end to this road. We will still have a small road that kind of curves over. It just kind of connects like almost like an alleyway. That kind of connects over to this alleyway, and then these will connect back. But I don't want this road actually to go back super far. I want it to just kind of come to an end, and then these alleyways work around, because we need to kind of stop this road, because you see we don't have a lot of space where this kind of cuts away. I'm thinking have this end off with the hospital, probably just, yeah, butted up against that. Yeah, probably situated there. And then, of course, we could put something like barrels or something over here, and then the wall kind of come around the side here. You know, whatever kind of wall we do there. And I think that'll be pretty good for us. And then, you know, you could take this side little alleyway. Not a wide street or anything like that, but just kind of an alleyway that kind of cuts through there. Because we definitely want some alleyways and tighter, kind of tighter spaces in spots. So I think that's where we're going to put the hospital. And that's going to give us kind of somewhat center city access. I mean, this area here is going to be probably going to need another hospital back in here somewhere, but we can manage that, I think. But I know it's wrapping up point 4 this episode, so we're going to wind this one down here. We'll do a little bit of work between episodes. I may try to figure out some kind of an outer wall for the town, because I really need to start putting that together soon. And then we'll go over that next episode and do some more additional mine colonies. Once we get the outer wall done and a little bit more of the interior, we probably will spend a few episodes turning our attention over to probably some create, to take a short, like 2 or 3 episode break from mine colonies before coming back to it. Because we have been on this for a little bit, but we'll see how things go. It's really important that we get this place defended from mobs, though, before we do that. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, I'll see you guys then.